Maybe she made you feel alive again, not because she did something extraordinary, but because she simply existed in your space at the right moment. A glance, a message, a few consistent days of attention, and suddenly your brain began to associate her with comfort, with meaning, with the illusion of connection. The energy is magnetic because you're new. You're not yet fully known, which makes you intriguing. So she opens up quickly, showers you with affirmation, gives you access to her world, and makes it seem like you're not just another guy. You start feeling chosen, special, but you're really not aware that what is happening, isn't natural. It is a psychological high. This is where she suddenly starts pulling back, not because she's done, but because she wants to gauge your emotional investment. Every late reply, every ignored call, every vague excuse, these aren't random. They're tests. You were entertainment dressed up as intimacy. But now that the thrill is gone, your affection is a weight she no longer wants to carry. So she becomes colder, less available, less responsive, and then flips it on you. Now you're too emotional. You're too sensitive. A performance designed to make you emotionally dependent. You were never supposed to keep that version. That was just bait. And now she's measuring how long you'll chase a ghost. You overthink too much. And the worst part is you believe her. You internalize the idea that you're at fault for wanting consistency, honesty, connection. You want your power back? Rebuild your boundaries. Reignite your purpose. Reconnect with the man you were before you lost yourself in someone else's emotional maze. Because at the end of the day, your life is not a romantic tragedy. It's a battle for self-respect, a war for discipline, a mission to build a life so solid that no one can pull you out of it, not even someone you once thought was your everything. You stop focusing on your life, your goals, your progress, because everything is now centered on trying to fix something that was never healthy to begin with. And I hope you choose the second option. I hope you choose to see this not as a heartbreak, but as a reintroduction to your power. Because the woman you're chasing is not your purpose. Her affection is not your mission. Her love is not the reward. Your focus, your direction, your growth, that is the mission. And until you reclaim that, you will keep handing your peace to people who treat it like a toy. You lose sleep. You lose motivation. You lose clarity. And you still don't get what you want. That's the damage. That's the psychological abuse. Take that energy and build. Build your body. Build your income. Build your skills. You're no longer soft, confused, and waiting. You've grown. You've focused. You've reclaimed your fire. And she's just a reminder of the version of you that you buried in order to become the man you were always meant to be. Build your empire. And when she notices the silence, when she reaches out again, wondering where you went, understand that it's not because she loves you. It's because she misses the control. She's tracking how much energy you'll pour in while she does less. And what do most guys do here? They panic. They chase. They overthink. They try harder. And that right there's the death of your masculine frame. You've moved from curiosity to attachment, from mystery to dependence. She no longer needs to do anything because now your validation-seeking behavior is doing all the work. And your brain? It loves this dopamine rush. That's why when she texts, you respond instantly. That's why you start craving her presence. Has she been consistent, supportive, stable, respectful, or has she simply known how to reflect your energy back to you long enough to get you to hook yourself. That's why even the smallest signs of her attention light you up like a firework. Maybe she said the right things or made you feel seen in ways you didn't even know you needed. And the more you care, the more she withholds. It's like watching someone starve a man, then criticize him for begging for food. It's sick, but it's effective because now you're no longer grounded. You're desperate. You think this is love, but it's trauma bonding. And the more she pulls away, the more you chase, hoping to get back to how things were in the beginning. You start filling in the blanks with what you want her to be, not who she truly is. Because at this point, it's not even about her, it's about how she makes you feel. That's the hook. That's the trick. You don't love her. You're addicted to the emotional spike she gives you. And now, as your brain starts craving consistency, she begins to change. The responses slow down, the energy fades, the sweet words dry up. You feel it, but you don't understand it. So you begin to reach more, call more, initiate more. You double your effort, thinking she's just busy or having a rough week. You become predictable, available, overinvested, and that's when the power dynamic flips. You couldn't explain why, but you felt good. You smiled more. You were lighter. You felt purpose creeping back into your days. But here's the uncomfortable truth. What you felt was not love. What you experienced was not soul connection. What you went through was emotional conditioning. You were love-bombed. It always starts with intensity, quick replies, flirty banter, excitement. And now, without even realizing it, you've built a version of her in your head, an image, a story, a fantasy. She has you, and you know it, and so does she. Now you're in the mid-phase of the trap. Let's stop right here. Ask yourself, what has she really done for you? Not how she made you feel. What has she done? You were never her priority. You were her emotional stimulation, something new, a break from boredom, a way to feel wanted, a mirror for her self-worth, because this kind of woman isn't trying to love you. She's trying to manage how much of herself she gives to extract the most emotional attention from you. But here's the hard truth. That beginning wasn't real. It was a setup, a curated version of her. So what happens next? Maybe you start losing yourself. You're anxious. You're questioning your worth. You wonder what you did wrong. That's when most men hit a wall. They either break down or they wake up. You want her attention back? Stop giving her yours. So stop watching her stories. Stop texting her just to check in. Stop giving her free access to your energy. But this time, you're not the same man. If this message hits something in you, don't just move on. Like the video. Drop a comment below if you've been there, or if you're climbing your way out right now. And subscribe if you're ready for more of this unfiltered truth. No games, no gimmicks, just growth, real talk, real transformation. Let's build something unbreakable together.